Hello there and welcome back to another episode of my team career with Forza Jackson Racing. We're in round 7 and we are going to Hungary for the next Grand Prix. Let's see how we get on, but before that let's have a quick look at the driver standings. Third in the championship with 83 points. That's actually joint second with Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes. George Russell's still yet to pick up a point for the team. Quite disappointing. We finished Austria 6th. We took some wing damage which ruined our full race bounce of podium positions. Who would have thought that last year? We're getting a free gearbox. Completed 6 races, so we're taking the gearbox on board. A couple of practices here in Hungary, just couldn't get the balance of the car right. Constantly missing the turning. It's just poor overall.
Just remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD. We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the
there. Front wings off. Got to be careful of these grey curves as well in the race. Just going wide again there. Get straight into qualifying. It is absolutely chucking it down. We're on the intermediates for this qualifying run as the lights go out and we cross the start finish line down the long straight DRS open when the track is dry. Swing it right handed. Wet conditions not helping things at all. We run wide there, running increased downforce for this run as well. We didn't have the grip in practice, and with the rain coming, I had to take action and gone for increased downforce, which means for the race also we'll be running that. As we make our way up the hill into the left-hander, we keep it in bounds, which is good. Go for a right hand here. Don't touch that grey curve. You will spin the car. Careful of the yellow sausage curve there as well. Into the right and left, just not getting the traction we wanted out of that. Had some issues here in practice, but we're managing to keep it in bounds, which is a big improvement on practice. Obviously going a little bit slow because of the rain. Down the straight into the final couple of corners here. Swing it right-handed, keep it in. Losing a lot of time there, to be honest. As we go left hand here, pit entrance is on the right hand side there and it's very tight just as this hairpin is at the top. Got to be careful where you pick the acceleration up here. You don't want to run wide as we go down the straight and to the start finish line.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top 3. Gasly, Bottas and Max Verstappen. It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of the Formula One World Championship. We don't expect too many retirements at this track. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher. He made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. We're northeast of Budapest for the race today at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Pierre Gasly lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Norris, Jackson, Ricciardo and Lance Stroll.
So here we go then, 18 laps of the Hungaroring, 6 laps on the soft tyre, then we're going to box into the mediums as we start the race here. 5 lights on the board and away we go. Jackson in 8th place, that's where we started. What can we make up on the start here? We've moved to the right hand side of the track, we're slipstreaming the Mercedes. The McLaren tucks in away from us. We've already picked a couple of places up there. We dart down the inside, that looks like it was just on the bounds off the corner. Picked up 2, 3, 4 positions there. We're in P4. Lewis Hamilton behind. Both Ferraris behind. The McLaren swapping there between P8 and 9. chase Verstappen up the hill, half a second behind. Lewis Hamilton will not be happy about being overtaken there. He'll be coming straight back for us. Run a little bit wide there. Is that going to help Hamilton? It does. We run wide. Couldn't get the turn in. We've had to go off track. No penalty or warning given. Must have gained too much an advantage on Hamilton there. Definitely had to run across the corner. We run wide there. That is finally going to get a track limits from the FIA. Hamilton will be interested now. We close that gap massively as we come to the final two corners of the lap. Running wide there. Into the hairpin. Hamilton is very close for an attack on the straight here. Gasly brings home the first lap in P1. Goes on to lap 2. Lewis Hamilton still interested side by side as they make their way up the hill. Hamilton right on the tail here, tries one down the inside, the door gets shut on him. Oh, but then Jackson runs wide and it is easy work for Lewis Hamilton. Into the right, left, Hamilton, then Jackson. Sainz and Leclerc, both Ferraris, will want the exact same as what Lewis Hamilton has just got. A little bit of grass cutting there, bad corner. That is going to invite Carlos Sainz in. Not managing to get the car to just turn there, had to come off the acceleration just to drop speed down. Lewis Hamilton flying away already, 3.1 seconds in front. Sainz half a second behind. Looks like this Forza Jackson car is just holding people up at the minute as Sainz come side by side.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. Check your MFD for a new strategy.
Is going to be open here as well, so Charles Leclerc is getting involved as Carlos Sainz makes his way past Jackson. Look how close these cars are together. Sainz locks up. Jackson might take advantage of that. Doesn't get it right. Squiggles the car out. Has to go right. And Charles Leclerc tries an overtake. Jackson defends. Leclerc has to back out of it. And already Sainz flying away. Lap 5 here, Charles Leclerc trying it down the main straight. He has DRS open, gets into the corner first. Jackson goes deeper into the corner. Car back in there, just squiggles out on him. Leclerc gets past. Both McLarens now getting involved. Look at Daniel Ricciardo down the inside. Jackson holds him off here, but look at this, up the hill. Will he be able to mount a challenge? Jackson's got it covered. Jackson runs wide again there, doesn't get the yellow sausage curve, which is helpful. Into the right, left here. Ricciardo and Norris right on his tail. Just no grip in the car, it seems. He runs wide again there. And there is a big train forming behind this little battle now. On lap 5, what's he think about boxing there? Oh, he's caught with them grey corners like we've mentioned before. Lucky to keep the car there. Down the main straight, both McLarens now getting involved. Jackson pushes them to the right of the track, a little bit naughty. Daniel Ricciardo gets in front. Jackson takes a late braking option into that corner. Who comes out best? Jackson still in front of both McLarens. What a battle this is on lap 6 of the Hungary Grand Prix. Lap 8 here, it is time for Jackson to box. Went long on these soft tyres. Swaps and boxes for the medium. Who will be come out racing here? Who is coming down the main straight? Is there going to be any issues and problems? Giovinazzi in the pit lane just behind. Who is this? It is Lando Norris in the McLaren. He's managed to jump the McLaren, who pitted one lap earlier. So going long on them soft tyres has just been beneficial to come out in front of the McLaren of Lando Norris. As Norris will give chase here on lap 9. Jackson with 1 lap younger, medium tyres. Will take a lap or two to get them up to temperature, so Norris will be interesting here. Takes that corner badly. Too much apex, grinds the curb. There, yet again, evidence of not being able to get any grip into the car. On lap 10 here, Lando Norris is still stalking. He's a lot closer here, tries one on the outside, tries on the inside. Jackson blocks both moves off. Believe it or not, it is good racing. Ooh, the back end of Jackson's car then. Moving all over the shop. As we go to start on lap 11, Lando Norris down the straight, he'll have DRS. Jackson deploying his ERS battery pack, just to help him get an extra couple of miles per hour. Lap 12 here.
The gap to the car ahead is 11.9 seconds.
2 green sectors from Jackson. Norris is really pushing Jackson to put some good laps in. Just messing that last second to last corner up, sorry. Gets round here onto the home straight. Look how close Norris is. This has to be an easy move. Sector 3 was poor there, lost a lot of time. Lando Norris stalking on lap 13, goes to the right hand side. Jackson pushes across, a little bit naughty. Jackson goes deep into the braking zone. Still just in front. Norris has got a better exit from that though. Jackson runs wide in the corner and takes that position back. What a battle this is between these two young British drivers. Jackson climbs the hill. Lando Norris, this is not the last challenge he will throw down. 5 laps of the race still to go. So we are on lap 14. Oh, there we go. That is going to open the door up. Jackson runs wide, gives Norris the inside line, brakes late, too late. He's gone deep into the corner. Where does Norris come out here? Up the hill they climb. Look how close Lando Norris is to a move. Still can't get it done yet. Is he just biding his time? Playing the patient game, waiting for another mistake. The gap to the Ferraris, nearly 15 seconds now. I imagine once Norris passes Jackson, he's just going to fly.
Gap to teammate behind is 6.3 seconds.
Does Norris finally get a move done? Jackson took the inside line this time. Norris just caught a bit of dirt there on the side of the track. Diving down into that left-hander with some pace on it as well. As Norris gets the move done finally. Can Jackson respond back? Doesn't look like it. Look how fast Norris has gone already. Half a second in front. I imagine that is the race done for Jackson now. 5 seconds to Antonio Giovinazzi in P9. You won't lose 5 seconds in 3 laps. And Norris is already a second in front. Which just goes to show that it was just a hold-up job from Jackson. Pierre Gasly wins the race on lap 18. Crosses the checkered flag. Jackson just about to come down the last corner. Checkered flag is being waved. Goes over the finish line.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
How did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, I honestly feel
Pierre Gasly, our championship leader, pushes that lead out even further after today's great performance.